why I'm saying the expansion of Mombasa Road, the expansion of all these other roads, even if you want to toll whatever you are building, at least spare Kenyans from paying for the roads that were built for free by the previous governments. Those of other governments had other mechanisms to use our taxes correctly, to use our borrowed monies correctly and optimally. They were able to build free to use public goods. Please, whatever you want to expand, but leave the previous road free as it used to be. Just the expressway from Westlands, you have a choice to use the down one. But you can't say you are building at hii ya gorofa, ati utoro mpaka hii ya chini, ilijengwa hapo bereni. So Mombasa Road ikiexpandiwa, ile ilijengwa na Kibaki, ile ilijengwa na Kenyatta, na Moi, na Kibaki, na Uhuru, hiyo yote hatutalipa. Kama unataka kulipisha, wewe lipisha ile unataka kujenga. Thika Road ikijengwa, kama inawekwa expressway, kama ni ya gorofa ama ni underground, sawa. Lakini ilijengwa na President Mwai Kibaki, msirete hiyo cleverness ya kutaka kutoro hiyo barabara, kwa sababu hiyo hatutalipa. Asante. It is even larger. So what do they do? Standard Bank is what we call in Kenya Stanbic. When Stanbic makes money in profits in Kenya, as they pay you dividend, they also pay their parent dividend. And their parent pays taxes. And therefore, my banking in Stanbic and Absa is building a road in South Africa. Why can't we make KCB, Equity Group, we combine a big entity like that, it goes to hunt for money in West Africa, it has for money even in Europe. When KCB, if the combined entity reports $500 million in profit, we are talking about corporate tax alone of over 150 billion shillings. That's the money to build maybe 20 kilometers of road in every constituency every year. That's how I look at it. Service industry must be also outward driven. Right now you are chatting on Facebook, you are receiving money through PayPal, you are on Instagram pressing an ad. You know, sometimes I wonder, man, sometimes I am trying to sponsor something on Facebook, and Zuckerberg declines. He tells you, oh, our guidelines cannot allow nini. Yani, these companies are so big, they are refusing money. You already willing to pay to sponsor an ad, but they say we are reviewing for 24 hours. Can you imagine that kind of, in quote, arrogance? Because you made it so big, ati client anakuja kwa vizu na mwambia hata tuangalie kama tukuadmit kama client. That service industry. That guy you are paying Zuckerberg is paying taxes in the US. So you are here giving examples. Oh, economies of the US is so big. Hey, superpower. But who is making it a superpower? It is you with your phone here, because you are using an Apple phone. With Facebook as your primary app, Instagram, the other one, Signal, I don't know which one, Telegram, these other ones. So you are here, when you wake up in the morning, you are here literally putting money in the US government basket. That's service industry. We must have companies that go to fetch money to bring home. We scale using the global market. Our banks must never, central banks should force them. You must look for regional and continental and global markets. Chaguvu. Because you need this money. Again, Georgina, I think I answered. There is one that was asked through a question here by CPA Sabuni about tolling of roads and the issue of Mau Summit and what happens. This remains my opinion. In our region, there is no country, other country, that is doing the experiments we are doing of making public infrastructure expensive to use. And as I talk about capital flows, capitals are impersonal. When you have money, 10 billion, and you're a global investor, remember you belong to no country when it comes to money. You belong to profit. The only goal is to maximize your profit. So, suppose we have $1 billion somewhere looking for a place to come or to go. Inatafuta pahali tu ya kwenda ilale hiyo pesa. pesa $1 billion inatafuta tu kanyumba, inatafuta a roof to go there and hide. So as that money is looking for a roof over its head, it is impersonal. It doesn't care the name of the country. It cares about how much is my return and what is the ease of me doing business there. So you look around in our region, Tanzania, Rwanda, DRC, Uganda, and Ethiopia. You have $1 billion. The first level of ease of doing business, infrastructure, is it there? Yes. How is it? What's the cost of using this infrastructure? That's where decisions starts to be made. What's the cost of electricity in this place? Decisions already start now to solidify. What's the cost of using roads to transport my things? Decisions is already made. So when I talk about roads, it's not about politics. It's about the economy. You have the road we are dueling called Ruto'S Summit is a corridor road. It's going to another country and another and another. So you come and realize only the part of Kenya is being told. As it is now as we talk, is only the part of Kenya. What are we telling investors really? We're just telling investors, look for alternatives. We are a premium economy. A premium economy growing at 4.9%. We are a premium economy. You look for, if you don't want to pay toll, get elsewhere. My friends, we have not reached there as an economy. We need everyone. We need all this capital to flow in. So my take has always been, Ruto'S Summit Road is being used by Kenyans who pay PAYE, who pay VAT, who pay fuel levy. Fuel levy is supposed to build roads. So they are already taxed enough to build an infrastructure called road. And then you make them pay a toll. This is like renting a house. You are paying rent. You're already paying rent. But because the rent is on check-off, mliagree na landlord, kwenye unawork, anakutumia pesa through check-off, unakatwa direct. You know, kuna hiyo kitu inafanya kitu psychologically. Ukikatwa pesa kwa transformer level meaning hata haikufiki. Huwa hata huifanyii hesabu, si ndio? So because huifanyii hesabu kama vile unalipa tax, you already paying rent. And then somebody is coming to tell you, where you pay rent, you need to pay money for a living levy. That's what you are doing. And you'll be paying it daily. You'll already be paying rent, which is well valued, and you pay promptly. And it's even cut before it reaches you. Unajua ile kukatia stima kwa transformer? Ile hata hawadili na mita, yani unakatiwa vile huwezi jirudishia. So usakatiwa mshahara hapo na umelipa fuel levy. By the time you are fueling your vehicle, the money for government reaches inafikia government before ya yule anakuuzia mafuta. So you are already paying rent, and then at the landlord tells you, you pay rent of 25,000. You'll be paying a living levy of 1,000 per month. Hata inapita rent. That is not sensible. That's what I've been saying. And it's an experiment that will not work, because the economy of Kenya cannot isolate itself to our regional economy, because investors will definitely look to the other economies. Look at some of the decisions we make. Kenya grew by 4.9% last year. How much? Tanzania, with elections, grew faster than us. With elections. Museveni grew faster than us. Uganda. It grew by around 7%. Tanzania was over 6%. Rwanda, double digit. Last quarter, they grew by double digit. Double digit means over 10%. The economy of Ethiopia will be growing by double digit this year. And we are here saying we are a premium economy growing at we are last in our region, and we are here touring roads. What mathematics is that? So what I'm saying is, And I'm talking about a government. Kenyans now have learned about the psychology of how this government thinks. You don't need to read an encyclopedia. You can already tell when you see an action what is following. Juzi nikaona expansion ya Rironi. Nikasema it's fine. It's wrong overdue. These people need this road because they pay all the taxes. But there is always a rider. I don't know why it is so difficult for this government to do just something good without something bad behind the carpet. Sijui kwa nini? Why can't you just do a good thing to Kenyans? Build a road. We clap. We move forward. But every time you see a good announcement from this government, and you know that as Kenyans, there is always a rider. We are expanding Rironi, Mau Summit. Tuna clap. After clapping, you are told, lakini kuna kitu kidogo itafanyika. You'll be paying to use. It's like me, I'm finishing areas. It's like me going to Kiharu, call a parents meeting as the MP. I've called a parents meeting. Shairis have been said, tupigie mheshimiwa makofi yamefika. And they know CDF, I oversight CDF. So they are waiting for a pronouncement because they had told me they are short of 2 classes in the school. I want you to go with me properly. I go to a school. They want 2 new classes to be built. And they call me as the MP because they know there is CDF. And who is CDF? It is them who pay taxes. So it's their money. After Sairis are said for me, na makofi, na amuka. Habari ya wazazi. How are you learners? Nimekuja na mtu hapa, anaitwa contractor. Nimusimamishe. Atajenga hizo darasa 2. Mnasema ni pesa gapi kila darasa? 700,000 and 50. So we need 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Very, very good. Nimekuja. Huyu contractor atajenga hizi darasa na ataanza kesho. Na kwanza na point hiyo contractor. Wewe unasikia? Ujenge hii darasa within 3 months nipata imeisha. After that, wazazi wamefika makofi. Niwaambie, lakini ikiisha for the last 3 years utakuwa unapea mtoto shilingi 100 kusomea hiyo darasa. Atakuwa analipa shilingi 100 aitikizwe yasome. Have I provided any solution to those parents? Are you getting me, you guys? So you come around the road. You already pay taxes. We should build it for you. And then you are telling you, you also need to pay for it. So that's why I'm saying the expansion of Mombasa Road, the expansion of all these other roads, even if you want to toll whatever you are building, at least spare Kenyans from paying for the roads that were built for free by the previous governments. Those of the other governments had other mechanisms to use our taxes correctly, to use our borrowed monies correctly and optimally. They were able to build free to use public goods. Please, whatever you want to expand, but leave the previous road free as it used to be. Just the expressway from Westlands, you have a choice to use the down one. But you can't say you are building at hii ya gorofa, ati utoro mpaka hii ya chini, ilijengwa hapo bereni. So Mombasa Road ikiexpandiwa, ile ilijengwa na Kibaki, ile ilijengwa na Kenyatta, na Moi, na Kibaki, na Uhuru, hiyo yote hatutalipa. Kama unataka kulipisha, wewe lipisha ile unataka kujenga. Thika Road ikijengwa, kama inawekwa expressway, kama ni ya gorofa ama ni underground, sawa. Lakini ilijengwa na President Mwai Kibaki, msirete hiyo cleverness ya kutaka kutoro hiyo barabara, kwa sababu hiyo hatutalipa. Asante.